is CTV News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle Maluske. Two men in their 20s and a minor are facing aggravated assault charges in Chatham. Police say last Tuesday night around 11:30, a man went to hospital with stab wounds. He needed to be transported to a hospital in London where he's listed in stable condition. Authorities determined the stabbing happened at a home on Alexandra Avenue. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. A murder trial will resume tomorrow morning in Windsor. 24-year-old Daniel Squalls was shot to death on November 28, 2022. Malik Kalu, now 30 years old, has pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder. His lawyer has asked the jury to convict him to the lesser offense of manslaughter. Closing arguments are expected to resume Tuesday morning. Multiple fires from the weekend kept crews and ultimately investigators busy. The first one was early Saturday morning. It's a garage fire on Algonquin Street. Windsor police posted an image on social media of two heavily damaged vehicles. Authorities are looking for anyone with information. The damage estimate here has been set at $150,000. Then this one happened around 1 a.m. Sunday. It's a commercial property on Industrial Drive in Comber. The fire marshal is assisting with this investigation. It has been deemed suspicious in nature. No one was hurt. And there was significant damage during an overnight fire in downtown Windsor.
They worked yesterday, they closed, those are my tenants, and I own the pharmacy here. And everything was good yesterday.
This fire on Wyandotte at Church happened around 1:30. Even though firefighters had the fire out within 45 minutes, it caused $1 million in damage. The unit, we're told, includes a restaurant, market, and medical clinic.
Closed for today, so our customer had to go to our second location at Goyo, and then we'll try to resolve the issue here. Maybe just call somebody to raid the place to make sure everything is safe to work at. That's what I'm working on.
Windsor police are reporting a drop in fentanyl seizures in the city. Last year, 4,200 grams of fentanyl were seized. That's down 17% from the year before. Windsor Police Inspector David Del Duca says the stats, however, don't reflect all of the joint police investigations Windsor was a part of. DeLuca points to one investigation in particular with the OPP when 6.5 million in fentanyl was seized. The number of cocaine and crack seizures was also down, while meth and oxycodone seizures rose in 2024. In other news tonight, costs are going up for the special events bus operated by Link. The Link Tunnel Bus special events route is going to cost more money as of Wednesday, April 1st. A post on the company's website indicates the one-way fare is going from $15 to $19. They say it's in response to rising fuel and toll costs. Meantime, the cost of a passport is increasing for the first time in more than a decade. Starting tomorrow, the price of a 10-year passport is going up to $163.50. The cost of a 5-year passport is rising to $122.50. This is the first time prices have increased since 2013. There is a bit of a trade-off here. Starting on April 1st, the federal government is also promising passport applications will be processed within 30 business days, or there will be no charge. To Amherstburg now, where officials are celebrating a cash infusion to help attract new business. CTV's Chris Campbell explains.
The province is investing $838,000 through the Trade Impacted Communities program to help Amherstburg plan and market more than 700 acres of industrial land.
To put that into context, a typical large-scale project such as, for example, the Nexstar investment in Windsor required approximately 1,000 acres. So this 700 acres in Amherstburg, if we can get it ready to go and get it on the map, and then that might be possible for us to land what we're looking for.
Amherstburg is the first community in Ontario to get money from the program.
This grant came out and we submitted to it 2 weeks before the Diageo story came out. So yes, it was one of our, here's hoping we get this to activate those areas in spite of the fact that we were going to be losing those jobs.
The funding will support studies, planning work, and investment attraction efforts.
Today, we've got the zoning in place. So, I mean, if anybody listening is looking for industrial space, bring it on.
Officials say the goal is to better understand gaps in the supply chain and attract industries that would complement the region, especially as communities adapt to global trade challenges.
Our community has been impacted in part by Donald Trump's tariffs. We need to fight those tariffs. The Premier has made it absolutely clear that we intend to fight for every single job in Ontario, and we're going to do this through the Tariff Impacted Communities Fund, and that's why Amherstburg is getting $838,000.
The town will also update planning tools like zoning and development strategies to make the site more competitive. But while leaders are calling it a step towards job creation, the timeline for new employers remains unclear.
We're a few kilometers away from the 401, a few kilometers away from the eventual Gordie Howe Bridge. It's, located on a major county connecting road. So everything is getting in place for investment to come here.
Officials note the province is covering 75% of the cost, with the municipality responsible for the rest. Chris Campbell, CTV News.
Not everyone is pleased with the Ontario government.
I'm actually excited by the numbers. I didn't think there'd be this many, and I love it because I have protested for years, and I have never seen a protest where people come early.
This rally was held on Saturday outside Windsor-Tecumseh MPP Andrew Dowie's office. Judging by the wide-ranging signs, folks upset about a lot of recent decisions by the Ford government. The event was organized by the Council of Canadians Windsor chapter. Dowie, for his part, says he's willing to speak with any constituent, but tells CTV News the council has never reached out to voice their displeasure. For retired auto worker Randy Emerson, healthcare is the biggest concern he has living in Ontario.
What I don't understand is how privatization can be cheaper than going through the government. Instead of investing into the actual public system, why would you invest in the private system?
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's gorgeous weather. Things are in flux. CTV meteorologist Gary Archibald will join me in 2 minutes' time with your complete forecast. Then later on CTV News at 11, we have your Juno Awards highlight reel. Well, as promised, CTV meteorologist Gary Archibald joins me now with our first look at the weather. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Michelle. We are talking about rain as I speak in our area. Mild temperatures today, gusty winds in the 50, 60 range. Some areas saw even higher along the shores of Lake St. Clair. We saw some storminess. It has been a remarkable day, in fact. It felt very much like end of April, early to mid-May. Not a record-setting day in Windsor, but reached 22 degrees Celsius. Our average high is closer to 10. And of course, the overnight temperature I'm projecting right now will be around 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, well above the freezing mark, which would be average for this time of the year. Imagine that. It would be freezing normally. And then we have snow. Well to our northwest, cold enough to see it putting down accumulations with significant snow anywhere from northwestern Ontario towards, say, eastern Ontario in the next 24 to 48 hours. We're going to see 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 bursts of rain. It will be like a conveyor belt, just riding across southern Wisconsin into southern Michigan, into southern Ontario, and then Ohio, Pennsylvania, parts of Ohio into Pennsylvania. You get the idea. That's the track. And for the next, say, 24 to 48 hours, I still can't rule out intermittent thunderstorms, which could bring locally even heavier amounts. But you can see Tuesday, especially in the afternoon, we could see quite a drenching. By the way, anywhere north of, say, Kitchener-Waterloo towards, say, Barrie, Orillia, Huntsville, certainly the Bruce Peninsula, could see freezing rain, and there's a special warning in place if you're headed that way the next 24 hours. So, yes, we're mild 12 degrees through the overnight, windy, gray, and likely wet. Here's the breakdown. There could be some intermittent breaks, but there's about a 40 to 60% chance of showers, thunderstorm activity, mostly showers if we do see the wet weather. The isolated thunderstorms come later in the afternoon, most likely post-supper time for most, say 6, 7 p.m. Tuesday. Here's the breakdown of the 7-day forecast. The worst case scenario is gusty winds exceeding 50, maybe 60 km with heavy downpours, frequent lightning again for Tuesday late p.m. High of 23, well above seasonal, which would be 10 degrees. Then we're down to 8 because that cold front, which is ushering and triggering the showers and thunderstorms, drops temperatures significantly, and that coolness stays with us for Wednesday. Thursday, we're still lingering with residual effects, rainy, gray weather, and still wet. Another system moves in for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's Good Friday into Easter. Oh, and not just a holiday for some on Monday, but a big holiday for our teacher friends who I want to say hello to, and for all the students out there. That's a look at your weather.
Thanks so much, Gary. Windsor City Council has greenlit a plan to develop the so-called Sandwich South lands. As CTV's Robert Lothian reports, all but one councillor is on board.
Currently large, mostly empty fields, these lands are part of what's called Sandwich South. It's a key area Windsor is targeting as a driver in future growth.
I think, A, we see a growing community, but B, also great opportunity on the economic development front.
Fourth, Mayor Dilkins. Support. That motion carries.
Windsor City Council voting Monday to greenlight the more than $280 million Sandwich South development plan. Over the next decade, this city will build infrastructure such as extended roads, sewer systems, and stormwater ponds.
So as we run out of development land at the airport property, this land will open up and allow future mayors, city councils, and city administrations to continue to market and sell the region for good employment.
A large price tag will be largely covered through what's known as debt financing. Staff say the city will rely on revenue from residential development charges. Councillor Fred Francis cast the lone vote against the funding.
Usually development charges occur when on the onset, and we use them when we build up the reserves. We're not doing that here, right? And so that's what I'm having a hard time reconciling is how do we pay for something if the money's not there?
Windsor Mayor Drew Dilkins is steadfast the debt won't end up on the backs of taxpayers.
So we're taking on the debt over a period of 10 years to do the work required. The development charges collected by construction in that area will help pay the debt. We're not using your property tax dollars to pay for this construction.
Land preparation will serve some of Windsor's largest upcoming projects, literally paving the way for the new hospital, an industrial park, and thousands of new homes.
What's been put forward is extremely responsible. It talks about unlocking Windsor's long-term potential. And if council hadn't made this move, I really would be fearful for the mayor and the council that's sitting in this chamber 10 years from now.
Robert Lothian, CTV News.
The city, meantime, is trying to make your commute faster now that it's rolled out advanced traffic management systems.
It allows us to have cameras installed at all the intersections, and it makes real-time changes to all of the intersections based on what kind of traffic they're seeing out there, those cameras are seeing. And so it adapts right on the fly, and it'll change signal timings, and it just allows the traffic to move better through that corridor.
Traffic data is sent here to Windsor's Traffic Operations Center on Mercer Street. The new cameras count the number of vehicles, and if the traffic flow goes too high, the system automatically adjusts the lights to help traffic flow better. The system is in place on Tecumseh, Walker, Olette, and Dougal.
I think the public just needs to know that we are aware of the congestion around the city of Windsor, and we're doing everything within the technology that we have and the technology that's advancing as we move here in order to adapt to that. So we're hearing you.
In what they're calling a historic agreement, Premier Doug Ford and Prime Minister Mark Carney will jointly spend $8.8 billion to lower development charges. But there is a catch.
Funding will be prioritized for municipalities that agreed to cut DCs by up to 50%, as well as municipalities that have already lowered DCs in recent months. So to all my great 444 mayors and people in the municipalities, if you don't cut DCs, you aren't getting any money.
Starting last week, eligible homeowners in Ontario no longer have to pay the 13% HST on new homes valued at up to $1 million. That could mean savings of up to $130,000 for some buyers. Municipalities have pushed back against efforts to slash development charges without compensation for things like sewer systems, transit, and roads. The big question is, will this announcement spur development? Here's CTV's Bob Belichico with local reaction.
I don't care if it's an election week. I mean, this needed to be done.
Local builders are enthusiastic. Hearing the news could drop the cost of a $1 million home in Ontario by as much as $130,000.
Now with this HST reduction, it directly goes right to the sticker price of a home.
Brent Klundert, former chair of the Windsor-Essex Home Builders Association and president of BK Cornerstone, says the gap between new and used homes has long been widening.
We can't build for below cost. So what's happened is we have a lot of inventory, a lot of extra capacity in our industry because people aren't building.
So I spoke with a representative from Lepico Homes earlier today who says that he expects service lots like these behind me to sell a lot faster without the HST. Case in point, spoke with a resident who just moved in not too long ago. He wishes he would have waited. Now, because there's no HST, he's got a family member who's about to buy a lot across the street.
Klundert says this is the biggest housing funk the province has been in since the early 80s.
Builders really can't lower their pricing because materials have gone up, labor's gone up. You have to make a profit on it to stay in business. So this is a great way to do it.
Could some home builders take advantage and not pass the savings on to consumers?
Everybody's going to be lowering their prices. So if you're still way up here and you're trying to take advantage, and it's just not going to happen. You're going to be out of business.
Norbert Bolger, chair of the Home Builders Association, feels the market for new mid-sized homes he was building in the 1990s could receive a jolt not seen in years and come in at around $500,000.
I remember selling homes back in 1991 or 92 for $99,900. Everything included. Yeah. Out the door.
In fact, Bolger is already working with another company on a project to build homes that size.
They were 1,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. That's what we need.
Bob Belichico, CTV News.
Today marks Avi Lewis's first full day on the job as the new leader of the federal NDP, following his election over the weekend.
This is about all of us coming together to find our place and our power in the thrilling work of building a shared future.
Avi Lewis won on the first ballot at the NDP's leadership convention, capturing 56% of the vote. Some policies he campaigned on include blocking any new pipeline, new taxes on the highest earner, and public options for groceries. His energy policy has already led to pushback from provincial NDP leaders in both Alberta and Saskatchewan. Canada's main stock index finished in negative territory after trading higher earlier in the day. The TSX fell 26 points. In New York, the Dow added 50. The Nasdaq dropped 154. The Canadian dollar gained almost 0.75 cents today, and on commodity markets, gold is up $33 an ounce. Oil climbed $3.24 a barrel.
Start your day with the latest local news. By signing up for our newsletter, you'll get direct local content straight from CTV Windsor to your inbox, including top stories, the forecast, and videos. You can sign up at ctvnewswindsor.ca.
More tonight on the proposed Ontario budget announced last week. It includes a small business corporate income tax cut down to 2.2% as of July 1st. The province says the cut would mean $1.1 billion in relief over 3 years for over 375,000 Ontario small businesses. Downtown Windsor BA head Chris McLeod says the cut could mean a few $1,000s in relief for operators.
I think what it allows them to do is to, put more money back into advertising and promotion and, doing things that meaningfully grow their business as opposed to, paying it in taxes.
Sticking with downtown, a successful first weekend of the local farmers market on Saturday, which now features a mobile bookstore.
We offer new and used books, limited edition and rare books, and I've got an ever-growing to-be-read list, and so I feel like this book truck is kind of an extension of that, of all these books and authors that I would love to see and that I would love to read.
Read the Room Books is one of the first businesses to set up shop inside the Polisher Street parking garage. The parking spaces are cleared out to make way for food and drink vendors, along with live entertainment every Saturday until Halloween. The Downtown Windsor Business Association says they've added 25% capacity to the popular event in the hopes of not having a wait list for vendors. The market features plenty of artisans selling everything from soap to shirts, and food vendors from around the world, including Ghana and India, plus, of course, local farm fresh produce. Back for her 9th season is a local baker whose business is catered to the farmers market in downtown Windsor.
It's the community, having everybody come out and shop local and enjoy themselves and being able to see everybody. It's a lot different than being in a storefront where you only get a few people here and there. You get your regulars, but here you get so many more people, and it's just the diversity.
A commemorative garden paying tribute to a longtime Labour leader is set to open this spring. Windsor City Council approving the Gary Parent Legacy Gardens at Ream Park. Parent was a financial secretary for CAW Local 444 and president of the Windsor and District Labour Council. The gardens will include benches overlooking the Peace Fountain. Windsor is providing space at the park, and fundraising will cover the $160,000 price tag. A ribbon cutting is set for May 1st.
So, at the end of the day, Gary Parent deserves this. And all of us today stand in the shadows of Gary Parent. All of us today have learned something from Gary Parent, and hopefully we're sharing some of his compassion and continue to share his compassion through this project.
The biggest names in Canadian music were honored last night at the Junos. Some of those nominees, among the most popular artists in the world right now, didn't bother to attend. But as CTV's Andrea Case reports, that didn't take away from the celebration.
It's been a while, but legendary rock band Rush found its way back home. Back on stage playing the first song of their self-titled first album released this month, 52 years ago. With new drummer Germany's Annika Nilles replacing the original man behind the kit, the late Neil Peart. The 55th annual Juno Awards celebrating the best in Canadian music spanned from the past to the present. Performing and winning on stage at Hamilton's TD Coliseum, Toronto's The Beaches won Best Group for the 3rd year in a row. In the crowd, Toronto's Mustafa presented his friend and collaborator, Oshawa's Daniel Caesar, the International Achievement Award. He also took home contemporary R&B record called Son of Spurgey.
I want to say thank you to my dad. This is Spurgey right here.
It's nice to know I got options. BC's Cameron Whitcomb took home the Breakthrough Artist and Country Album of the Year. It literally had him jumping for joy.
Being a woman in the music industry in any era is something that I have to tip my hat to. The men in this business do not make it any easier.
Drake made this video appearance in honor of his friend, Canadian Music Hall of Fame inductee, Nelly Furtado.
Totally believe in the Canadian dream. Please believe it too.
Prime Minister Mark Carney was on hand to bestow the Lifetime Achievement Award to 82-year-old Joni Mitchell.
I want to thank the Junos for this great honor. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad to be back in Canada.
There was a time Mitchell thought she wouldn't sing again, but she has, and she did. Andrea Case, CTV News.
Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work.
Jordan Davis is coming to Windsor. The June 27th concert is now open to all ages. The multi-platinum award-winning artist has racked up 9 #1 hits. He'll be joined on stage by special guest Mackenzie Carpenter for the 8 p.m. performance at the Coliseum. And let's check in one last time on the weather. Here's Gary with rain on the way.
Rain is the key word. You're right about that, Michelle. Tonight into tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, certainly the evening likely wet and stormy. Thunderstorms lingering perhaps for Wednesday early in the morning. And gray and wet Thursday. Good Friday, the holy day. Saturday and then Sunday. Easter egg hunting could be indoors, depending on your time frame. And then Monday, Easter Monday, some of us have it off. Good for you. Likely seeing some sunshine and back to seasonal. 9 degrees would be average, what we would expect. We're being treated to warm weather. It's coming with rain. That's the caveat, of course. Let's look at your weather. Michelle?
Thanks, Gary. Well, rounding out our show tonight in the sports world, first with big news from Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. During its weekend stop at St. Clair College, the promotion announced a new television deal with TSN. Owner Scott D'Amore called the deal, quote, huge, saying it will give Canadian wrestlers a major platform to showcase their talent. The announcement came during the Global Wars event, surprising even members of the roster. MLP's new show, Mayhem, is set to debut in July. Meantime, the Windsor Spitfires are likely resting up tonight before Game 3 Tuesday against the Guelph Storm. Windsor took both Game 1 and Game 2, defeating Guelph, but now the series travels down the 401 for the next 2 games starting Tuesday, as we say, in Guelph. Spitfires head coach Greg Walters says his team performed exceptionally well in Game 2 Saturday night at the WFCU Centre during their 4-1 win.
No, I haven't really thought about that. I think we're playing well, and if we play our game, it's a tough barn to go in. It's a nice rink, though, so good travel for us. Nice room and nice hotels and stuff. So I think, I think we'll be good if we play the right way and don't get too comfortable with where we're at in the series.
That's all the time we have for now. For updates first thing in the morning and all day tomorrow, go to ctvnewswindsor.ca. Stephanie will be right back here tomorrow night at 6. Good night.